learn, you have to make mistakes. But if you're wise, you'll learn from other people's mistakes when they tell you about those and how they've learned. One of the first things is that only just now, at age 24, have I come to terms with who I am. For instance, I am a shaman. I am a spiritual teacher. And I'm here to uplift people, specifically youth. Now, from a very early age, I had influences either pushing me in another direction or trying to, with more or less awareness in some cases, stamp out those qualities. And that's not right. And so you have to kind of try to block out other people's ideas of who you should be and find who you truly are, and then live that and speak your truth. A second thing is you have to play the game wisely, but I mean, it's hard because you learn as you go. But some tips I can give to you people is that just find a few trusted people and do what you have to do. Experience what you need to experience. Talk how you need to talk openly, honestly. Dive into the deepest realms of human experience. You don't need to share the revelations with everyone. At least not at first, because it's all about the learning process. So take your time and find your tribe, as I've said previously. And the greatest injustice against any individual human being is to dictate what they can and cannot do with their own selves. So what they can read, what they can watch, what they can ingest, whether it's a drug, whether it's a food, and who they can associate with. Historically, we've tried to separate people based on color, based on all of these arbitrary differences, and ultimately, like, it's just oppression. And once you're conscious enough in terms of like you're able to formulate this idea, like, I want to go and talk to this person, or I want to take this substance, and you know, you have a fair idea of what it can do and you feel like you're ready, then it's really no one's place to stop you. All they can do is guide you. And as soon as they attempt to stop you, they are infringing on your human rights. So when you put all of those things together, it's about being yourself, finding the people who will allow you to be yourself around them, and then doing what you can to not fall victim to circumstances which will ultimately crush you in your attempts. And to round this all up, so for instance, if somebody wants to use cannabis in a spiritual way, because that's their choice and it's their method of connecting to the divine, well then find the people you can smoke it with. But if you're in a place where you can be criminalized for this and ultimately locked away in a place where you'll not be able to use it, or at least you'll just get in more trouble for using it, then you want to try to avoid that. So be smart, because otherwise you lose. And like you can try to say that you're there for like a political cause, and ultimately you are a political prisoner. But I mean, what good's that doing you? Like, what good is that doing you apart from making a statement? But on the other hand, like, if you were to be put away for a long time, or if you were to be tortured, like, would not a better statement to make be to just bail out and take the ultimate dignity, like ultimate freedom choice over your life, and just bail out of this whole game by ending your life voluntarily? And that's what I don't want you people to get to. I don't want you to get to that stage. That's why you've got to be smart. That's why you've got to try not to be caught. You've got to just work it out between you. People power, like ultimately sharing the truth, so that when other people get into positions of power, they're going to change shit. But you know, I mean, you can really take it either way. You can take it as you're taking a stand, you're going to ride out any punishment, but I mean, why? Like, you don't have to. Like, and that's the ultimate power that you have. Like, you don't have to actually let people punish you for doing something that's not wrong, because they've been trying to punish you from day one. And they almost did it. And when you chose to rebel by simply being yourself, they tried to come down on you like a ton of bricks. So no one in this world has any say in your decision. Whatever path you take from there out is a revolutionary act, because you are resisting oppression. You have done that, but you've done it now. And like I said, if you're wise, if you want to learn from me as a spiritual teacher, you will take it amongst yourselves to find your tribe and to make changes, but never get yourself in a place where you're going to be stopped from doing the real work, which is getting together with a group of friends, getting loaded and talking and working to use your creativity to make a beautiful world. Peace and love. You can't fight the system. Just focus on the good. Focus on the good.